Well, yes, boys, yes, we are fucking back again, and we are doing Slayer. Hell awaits, and it's that fucking simple, boys. I'm just keen as fuck. So let's just jump into it, boys. My room is pretty much hell at the moment anyway, because it's so fucking hot. And I'm awaiting to listen to this album, boys, so there you go. Hell fucking awaits. Let's just jump into it, and let's just go. Wow! Gonna snooze. Boys. Fucking hell, man. That was a fucking sick song. I love the fade in to this album here with the way that the song built thereafter as well, with the slower tempos and then being superseded by, you know, those fucking blast beats. Nice, man. Yeah, boys. Fucking. Just gets you pumped, man. Like, it's just fucked. Yeah, boys. Fucking. Yeah, boys, fucking love those vocals, eh? Woo! Yeah, I'm fucking loving this, boys. This is classic so far. I love the fucking crash cymbals and especially the fucking bass guitar work underneath, man. Such a sick beat. Sick as fuck. It's just fucking perfect. That fucking bass, man.
Driven by the instinct of centuries of horror, implanted on.
This can't go any fucking louder, man. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. The fucking intensity of these songs, boys. I fucking love it. Woo! Woo! So many of the fucking solos, so many of the individual drum beats, you know, everything, the bass as well. I love it when they just fucking get that bass to stand alone. But it's the fucking intensity, boys, like... Exactly.
Praise of death, life a dream, only living to die.
Whew. Fucking hell, boys. I fucking love the intensity of these songs. I fucking love the transitioning. I love the drumming. Just the way they build between the beats and fucking transition. And the guitar solos add so much. The vocalist is a fucking hellhound. Nah. Evil fucking riff right here. Yeah, boys. Can't not smile at this shit, man.
With a friend that hatred, master now must die.
Boys. This song's a fucking classic as well, man.
Take my dark soul down to the fire and pits of hell.
Whoa. Some of those beats, some of the bass work, the fucking vocals, like everything, man. Whoa. Woo. Fucking love the right cymbal, eh? Yeah. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. Woo! Wait. That's fucking evil, man. Fucking war drums, boys. Oh. Fuck me. That was just fucking hell in a nutshell. Sick all the way through. Loved every single song. Let's just jump into the review, boys. Let's just fucking go. So yeah, boys, just to start off with the opener, Hell Awaits. I fucking loved this song. I loved how it built. And it was such a well-written way to kick this album off, and such a sign of things to come as well. The plodding tempos, the ever-present drumming, and then the whole thing being superseded by those fucking customary blast beats and the cannibalistic vocals and the fucking sprawling riffs is just classic Slayer. And yeah, the drumming as a whole on this album is just fucking classic Slayer with an emphasis on those faster pumping fucking tempos. And yet, you know, the album is not without those groovier mid-tempo fucking beats as a contrast, and I definitely love some of the creativity and the individual drum rolls, like through Kill Again and the Spitfire engine sounding drum rolls on At Dawn They Sleep or Praise the Death or even Crypts of Eternity as well. And yeah, I also have to mention those fucking war drums through the middle of the closer, hardening of the arteries. It's just one of the most evilest things I've ever fucking heard. The drum fills as well are there and thereabouts, but I feel like the most enjoyable aspect to the drumming is how he transitions between beats and how the intensity of those beats just builds and builds from one passage to the next. It's just a fucking mastery of tempos, and I'm not actually one for the faster tempos at all, but the way that they're utilized here is just some of the best examples I've heard in metal, because it's not just the drums as a standalone element, but they fucking interlock and complement with the vocalist's bitey, gruff delivery perfectly. You couldn't really ask for a more complementing type of sound. And yeah, the bass here, it bumbles and it brambles underneath the mix amply and is sometimes used almost like a lead guitar at some points, like through At Dawn They Sleep and other songs. I just love the fact that they give the bass here some room to breathe in a songwriting sense, something which I feel is underused in metal. Just gives a band sound here an extra layer, and it can be such an effective transitioning element as well. Speaking of which, the transitioning on this album is flawless. At not one point did I feel like any passage here was unnecessary or shoehorned in or abrupt. And I think that's due in part to the way they build up to their tempos, most especially on the opener or At Dawn They Sleep, where it just gets faster and faster. Can't get over how intense this album feels, yet it doesn't feel like a mindless wall of sound either that just suffocates your ears in and just exhausts you. It's just something about how they build these instrumentals, it's just so digestible, which also makes sense given just how popular they were. The production feels understandably flat in terms of mastering, but this isn't anything I'll ever complain about, especially since the dated feel to the metallic guitar tone adds so much vileness and personality alongside the ever-present bass and clear drumming. I definitely loved the tonal layering of the ride cymbal especially, and the thrashy feel, but yeah, the balance of the mix is just on point and again maintains that old school thrashy metal feel which is impossible not to love. Can't look past the guitar solos either, they're just fucking destructive and they wreak havoc on every track and create tangible peaks between the onslaught of pounding drums and war cries. And looking back on this album, you know, I pretty much just fucking loved every song on the first listen, and not just that, but it's the absolute ideal length for a thrash metal album. It's not too short to feel incomplete and yet not too long to be too exhausting either. I guess I'll just have to re-listen to Random Blood, Seasons of the Abyss, and South of Heaven, but this seems to be right up there, if not higher, just for the rawness and the intensity and the unfiltered fucking aggression. And I feel like I'm just starting to uncover and enjoy Slayer's sound so much more having listened to this album just now, which is surprising even for me because, you know, I have listened to Slayer since I was a kid, but this is just reigniting my love for the band. It's all in the sheer evil, you know, it's all there in the fucking rasping riffs and the breakneck tempos and the tortured vocal delivery. It's all just so fucking metal. So yeah, I'm not even sure what I'd rate this long term, but from a first listen perspective, I think this was just magnetic and it just sucked me into hell and it didn't let go. So it's a fucking 4.5 out of 5. So yeah, boys, my camera just overheated and now this has turned into a BBC World News podcast. So yeah, boys, I'm probably just gonna lie down in a fucking ice bath or some shit. And too easy, I'll just catch you lads all in the next one. And yeah, I appreciate the likes and the feedback, and if you want to support me, you can buy my book. And it's that simple, just have a fucking good one. Wow! Wow!